Hello everybody, it's me, TONIK TZW, and if you've been on the channel a while, you know that I don't just pick the awesome games with tons of medals and huge scores and record breaking, mainly because I don't break many records, but that I also like to put games on here where they can be a bit of a learning experience where I've either learned something myself or I've got something to share that might help you improve your own gameplay. I'm not saying that not everybody doesn't know how to play the game, but I like to share my little tips and tricks to help people out there, especially the newer people to the game, so that they can get a little bit better and make the overall quality of the player pool go up rather than down. We all potato, even I potato sometimes, but every now and then you come up with a little gem like this game that has a little bit of a learning experience on. And we're in the Tier 4 premium Russian cruiser, the Murmansk. I can't remember what it's based on, but I do remember it was one of those for steel a long time ago. So it's quite a rare ship that's not often seen. And so I know that everybody goes rushing in behind those islands to the cap, and that's not what I want to do, and especially so because I see this Agincourt. And I'm going to use my knowledge of the game to my advantage for the majority of this game, in that the Agincourt has very long-range secondaries. It has a lot of secondaries, but it has a short-range main battery. There is an Omaha out there behind the island, and while he's behind the island, I can put my attention onto this Agincourt, all the while staying away from him. There's obviously a destroyer across here. One thing I didn't notice at the start, because I didn't really take a team list at the start, was that there are two destroyers in the game, and let's say that both of those are going to make an appearance on this side of the map. So this Agincourt, we've already burned him, he's already damage controlled, and we're looking at where our shells are landing, and then we're adjusting that aiming line ever so slightly to try and walk the shells up the ship to try and get fires on different locations. And all the while, we're just watching for his main battery range, knowing full well that he can't reach us, but we can reach him, and that is the advantage that we're playing to. All at the same time, I'm keeping an eye on the minimap for where the cruiser is, because he's going to want to give me some attention soon. Our destroyer has gone running out wide on the flank, not contesting the cap. We've got another fire on the Agincourt. The DD gets spotted, and we are going to put a salvo out there just to let him know that we are aware that he's there and we're looking in his direction. But look, the other destroyer's there as well. Do I take a shot at him? I can't remember. But our battleship is in a very bad place because he can't put fire onto the Agincourt because of the island to his side. Our destroyer is spotted, which means that he is in range of the Agincourt secondaries. He's got himself stuck in the corner of the map. He can't get away. And this is literally going to be the end of him. Our battleship is now having to back out, knowing full well that he's got two destroyers in front of him. The rest of our team, because it is a short team list, I don't know who had crossplay turned off. There should be an indicator to tell you who has crossplay turned off. But they've pushed into the center cap, they've taken it. Red team have taken the far cap, and they've also got this cap as we lose our destroyer. There we go. The Omaha is having a pop of me. The destroyer disappears, so this Agincourt is double fired. That's ticking. So now that this Omaha is putting fire our way, we are going to put some fire his way, all the while opening up distance from that Agincourt to make sure that as far as possible we stay out of range of his main battery guns. So when you consider there are only 7 ships in the game and 4 of them are on this side of the map, it leaves the rest of the team to deal with 3, one of which is the carrier at the back. And what I will say is that the destroyer that is left in our team is going to play a pretty good game. He's got in, he's taken the cap. What he's going to do is that little bit of a noob thing, which is go chasing after the carrier, but actually he's going to do us a favor in getting rid of that guy. But our Wyoming there, sailing out broadside through the middle of the map between the 2 points against the Peter Velicki, who's also broadside to him. I know who should have won that, and it should have been the Wyoming, especially while that Peter Velicki was sailing broadside. But that's going to be a straight trade 1-for-1 because we're going to lose the Wyoming to the Peter Velicki, but then our carrier is going to pick up the Peter Velicki. And here is a mistake being made by the destroyers. They're all hungry for the kill, they're all wheeling on the battleship, and I'm going to try and wheel some shots onto them. Right, I am in the worst position possible now. There are 5 ships left in the game, including the carrier, and 4 of them are behind me. 2 destroyers, a cruiser, and a battleship. I'm spotted, which means there is obviously a destroyer within my spotting range. What I don't want to do is let that Agincourt or the Omaha close in, but we're going to back up ever so slowly until such time as we get the Agincourt detected. So we're going to use the game mechanics here to work out what we need to do, as in, how close will we be to that Agincourt when he gets detected? We're running the sonar because with 2 destroyers out here, there's a very, very good chance that torpedoes are coming. Our carrier is going to do some spotting for us. There is the Agincourt, it's 13.1, so he gets a shot on us. He's going to get another couple of shots on us, but now we know where we pick him up at. We can stay a safe distance away from his main battery. There we go, he disappears again. So pretty much his main battery range is almost the same as his detectability range. The Omaha is chirping in because I'm spotted by the 2 destroyers, and these shells are very floaty. Here we go. I can't believe that that guy is running 7.7 detectability. But we are going to put some fire onto him just to let him know that I will shoot at you if you are spotted, and I will take as many hit points from you as I can. But there are 2 destroyers here. We're going to spam our torps there. There is the V170 as well. Let's put some shots his way, and we're going to just keep moving, keep playing with the throttle, stopping and starting, trying to throw these guys off with their aim as far as torpedoes go. Rotating shots through the 2 destroyers. That guy's moving out. 1 more salvo at him. I think the Matsuki is thinking maybe he wants to YOLO and come out this way, but the torpedoes force him broadside. We get a good hit, knock his engine out, and we're going to go with the next salvo on there. He takes a torpedo, but we take the kill. V170, what's he doing? Have they changed the spot mechanics? I can't believe that these destroyers are running at like 7 and 8k concealments, even at this tier. Surely not, because even with a camo one, you're going to be running 6 at most. But here we go, look, the Agincourt is back in range, and there we go. We take a decent clobber off him. So eye off the ball for a moment, allowing that Agincourt to sneak round us. The Omaha is still out there, so we are going to sail away. We're going to wait for our detectability to drop and hope that we get out of range of that destroyer. So here we go again, using the game mechanics. Move away, drop detection, let the carrier go to work. The destroyer that did go out and kill the carrier has now gone all the way across to the far cap, and he is securing that one. We're just over 200 points down. It's 3v3. So as I always say, for domination mode, caps are king. They can give you the advantage that you need so you don't have to kill every single ship. Spotted again. Who's got me spotted this time? We're going to turn in, thinking there might be a salvo coming from the Agincourt here. I can see roughly where they are on the minimap, and there he is. There's the salvo, so he's waited to come around the islands. We're going to turn into these ones, hope that they all miss, but he takes, what's that, 20% of our health off us. But now that he's given his position away, and I know he's got around a 30-second reload, I can get turned. I'm just going to spam the torps out there just in case that destroyer's there. The Omaha is having a pop too. We're trying to get a fire on that Agincourt because he doesn't have AA, so if the carrier can get a flood on him and we can get a fire, then we can get rid of him. Now I've got 2 ships potentially firing at me, so we're going to try and deal with one of them. that being the Omaha, because we can't angle to two ships at the same time. We can't watch two ships at the same time. But getting rid of the Omaha there means that we only have to worry about the Agincourt, and we are going to try and get some fires on him again. But he disappears. Magical disappearing trick. But we get a fire, which makes him reappear, because that extends his detectability range. We move out of it again. There's the destroyer. We're going to put some shots in there. The I think it's a caster is running in towards him. Here comes the shots from the Agincourt again. Has he hit us? Nope, he's missed us that time. I think we're limit of range. Scraping across the bow of the aircraft carrier here. Knowing that the Agincourt appears to have damage controlled, so another fire or another flood on him will hopefully get rid of him. But we've got a full health caster, but he's charging in. I know he's trying to hunt the destroyer, but he's putting himself in range of the Agincourt's secondaries. So if he gets spotted like that with that V170, that Agincourt's secondaries are going to open up on him, and they are going to chunk him for as much health as they possibly can. He can't fight two ways. He gets a high caliber, the Agincourt does, as I get my high caliber. But we're just looking for this fire as he picks up a close quarters. But we're going to go one better than that, aren't we? Yes, we are going to go and get ourselves an arsonist, because as much as this guy has worked hard for his team and picked up a couple of medals with it, we've managed to keep those fires ticking on him. What, we're on 10 there in total, and that has got him back to port. Now, although carriers do not spot for us now, if you look at the minimap, you will see where the carrier is, and I am going to start running my sonar. I'm going to put torpedoes to that side of the island, but with the carrier spotting the destroyer, I'm looking at the destroyer and which direction his icon is facing, so I can see where I expect him to appear. I'm using the island to stay between he and I for as long as possible. We're going to run the sonar because he will be firing torpedoes in our direction. But what I'm doing is trying to close this distance down so that when I come around the corner of this island, this destroyer is well within my detectability distance. We are still 110 points down, but we are going to change that, and we are going to bring home the victory for Blue Team. So there we go, only 64,000 damage with a high caliber and the arsonist, but we pick up 4 kills out of that one. A pretty thinking man's battle there, I think you'll say. So GG to the Acasta for making this the right move to take over the cap, and also for getting rid of the carrier, so we weren't trying to hunt him down later in the game. So a few tactical tips, tricks, and a little bit of a talk through on that one. I know it's only low tier, down at tier 4 with tier 3 ships as well, but I don't pick the team, but I'll certainly pick my fights. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Don't forget, smash the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and until next time, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.